things. One is, it looks like you've got that high approach shot that lands very softly, nicely back, shot you on 17, for instance. And then secondly, playing with the lead, I know, you said to us at Chevron, it's like, I've been here all along, but playing with the lead now, getting back into that, does it take you a bit of time to get used to? Are you going to change anything, or you just remember how it used to go?
Well, it's not like it hasn't been that long. I had the lead at Abu Dhabi this year, so it really hasn't been as long as people might think it has been. So I'm comfortable out there. I feel like I'm playing well. So we still got a long way to go. Still got 6 holes to go. So still need to continue doing what I'm doing out there. Just kind of plod my way along. And the hard part about this golf course right now is that the greens are a little bit inconsistent when with focus. Some greens are sticking, some greens are repelling, and you don't know which one's which. And that's one of the more difficult, tricky parts about it, because you can hit good shots and one sticks and one kind of hops over the back.
Tiger, I know yesterday you talked about how the place fits your eye, obviously, but can you expand a little bit on what it does to a player who's had success at a place before, and you kind of, even though there's some mild changes along the way, it's still the same look. What does that do for you, when you're in a place like here or Augusta, you won multiple times?
Yeah, and fortunately, I've had a few places where I've felt comfortable and played well. This is one of them. And even though, as you said, the routing, the design has changed over the years a few times, but the routing is still the same. But for some reason, I just feel comfortable on this golf course. And the greens have, I think, since I played here, 3 times, they've redone these things. And it's for some reason, I just understand how to play.
Just as a follow there, what does that do for you moving forward? Is that, is there a certain comfort level where maybe it adds to your confidence level as you move in here the weekend?
Well, it's always been the case that certain golf courses, no matter how I'm playing coming in, I feel comfortable once I get there. This one, the route's been like that. Firestone, Augusta, Torrey Pines. So I've had a few places where I've had a pretty good record at. Unfortunately, this is one of them.
Tiger, 2 things. What do you know about Jason Duff?
Yeah, Duff is. I've played with him before, and he's fun. He's fun to play with, and obviously he's playing well. Ever since last year's PGA on, he's really played well, and it seems like he's taking his game to another level.
Secondly, very many good shots today, but kind of got away with a drive to 10, which made it no par. And it was obvious you didn't like your second at 16, and ended up with probably convert a birdie. Is that sort of the thing that I guess turns the round into a exceptional round? And is that the difference in getting away with something?
Yeah, the shot at 16 wasn't a very good shot. Neither was one at 10. Unfortunately, I saw Ruby hit his tee shot when we were on 1. He was reaching off at the same time, and Ruby hit out of bounds. And I go over there, and for some reason I'm thinking, I probably really shouldn't hit this driver. I'll take something off of it. Just hit a little softy out there. Bailed on it because I didn't want to hit it right out of bounds. So, I chalked that up to just not listening to my instincts of hitting maybe a 3-iron down there, or just chipping a 5-wood. Or not watch Ruby hit that shot.
You hit it OB right, Tiger?
Tiger, you often talk about process, and today you have such a strong result. What do you take away from this round?
Well, I feel that, as I said, I didn't hit it quite as good as I did yesterday, but I putted better. But I didn't really make any bad mistakes. I was positioning my golf ball in the correct spots. I just felt that even though my stuff wasn't as good as it was yesterday, it wasn't that bad either. And that's the neat thing about what I'm working on with Sean, is that my bad days aren't as bad as they used to be. It's a little bit tighter.
Just as a follow-up, and I don't know how easy it is to answer this. Last time you were 17 of 18 GIR was back in 2008 at Buick. You How do you compare then to now in terms of just those performances?
Well, it's a totally different golf course. It was soft. It's pretty easy with those greens. This is a little bit different. This golf course is only going to get firmer and faster. We came out today on the range. The range is big. They didn't put any water on the range. So it's like, ooh, this golf course could be a little bit of a test today. And there were some guys who shot some good numbers, but they're all in the morning. Guys weren't going low in the afternoon. They didn't go low yesterday afternoon. They didn't go low this afternoon because the greens are getting up to speed. And as I said, some greens are a little bit crusty.
What's your attitude going forward, carrying the lead outright after 36? I know Abu Dhabi. What's your attitude?
No, we got a long way to go. We got 36 holes to go, 2 rounds. So I'm going to go do some work here with Sean and I'll work on a few things, tighten those things up for tomorrow.
Tiger, I think you had birdies on all the par 5s today. And since the final round of Honda, I think, or at least in Honda, you've been starting to get your old domination of those holes back. What was the difference in the last couple of years when you weren't way up there in that stat, where you had dominated for so long?
I wasn't as long. I lost a bit of my length off the tee, and these par 5s are, most of them are 570 or longer now. And most of the guys that hit a good solid drive is going to be just over 300. We're still got 270 to go or so, and that's a pretty meaty 3-wood. But now I'm able to get that ball out over 300 yards, and consequently I'm able to play the par 5s better.
You get a shorter shot in, basically, an iron shot that's a lot better chance.
Yeah, well, a 3-iron or 5-wood is a lot easier than trying to just rope a 3-wood in there and hope it bites or you get up into a bunker off on the upslope somewhere. It's a little easier to control.
Doug?
Sorry, Tiger, I didn't see 13. When you missed the green there, did you chip or putt from just off the green?
I putted.
Dana?
Tiger, in your new swing with Sean, I'm curious, do you feel like you have the number of shots that you used to have? You always used to talk about, I have more shots at my disposal. Are you at a point with this new swing where you have the high shot, the low shot, the fade, the draw, where you feel like you have every shot in your bag that you need?
I do, but the thing is, what's way different is the ball just doesn't move as much. It's just a tighter ball flight. And that's also one of the reasons why I'm hitting the ball further. It's just not racing in the edge and curving. It's just going straighter. And that's one of the harder adjustments I've had to make with Joey out there on the golf course, is that I'm not used to hitting the ball that far. And that's a nice thing to have, but it's also, then again, I got to make that adjustment. So the majority of my misses, this year, and if you look at them, they're all been long. Just not quite used to hitting the ball as far as I am, but I'm making that adjustment. It's getting better.
Also, do you ever feel like you have to win? You have a 36-hole lead. It's been a while since you've won. You obviously want to win, but do you feel like you need to win this term?
I want to win, yes, absolutely. We got a long way to go. It's not like it's over right now. We have 36 holes to go.
Yeah, talking about the wedges, have you got to a point, or how close are you to being able to finesse the wedges, clip them a little bit, and talk about the difference between that and the full swing, mastering like a nice full bore 8-iron, and where you have to go to get to that like a soft wedge from like 110.
That part's easy. I feel like I got pretty good control of that. Anything from 100 yards and on down, I feel pretty good about it. It's the stuff that's a little bit longer than that I feel slightly uncomfortable with. Just because my wedge is going almost a club further. And it's kind of the hard part about it, is that I'm flushing it. And it's a nice problem to have, but also that again, I've never had this problem where the ball's gone this far. So taking something off of it and trusting it to a certain number is the harder part. Say if I want to take something off the wedge and hit 130, I make that 130 swing of the old days. What I feel wise is 130, it's 138. It's just not quite there, because I'm flushing the ball doesn't curve, it just goes dead straight. And just got to make that adjustment. I'm starting to make it now, which is good.
Is it like that 125 to 140 range? Is that where you're?
Yeah, because I can, most of the guys who are long hitters on tour hit their wedge 145 to 150, and that's just a normal stock wedge. I'm approaching that now. Before it was topped out at 128, so changing my swing has allowed me to hit the ball further, straighter, and obviously with a lot more power.
Last question.
Tiger, it looked like you were rolling it good. Were you? And were you happy with that? And then could you talk about the putt at 18, which looked like it got knocked off the line?
Yeah, Larry, I mean, I feel that today was good. I had really good control of my speed today. And as I said yesterday when I was done, is that I didn't really concentrate on my speed as much as I should have. Hence, I had 2 3-putts yesterday. And that wasn't going to be the case today. And I went out there and really focused on my speed, make sure that I had perfect speed every putt, and consequently I made some putts. Putt on 18, I had a big 2 spike marks in my line. And I was hoping that I could underside it, and but I didn't. Ended up rolling around on top of it, kicked it right, and it was dead center too. That was frustrating.
Okay, thank you, Tiger.
Good luck tomorrow.